Live on the Yellowjackets Sports Network. Welcome back via MSUBsports.com. Jeff Rosenberry alongside Emily Cruz of Student Support Services and Trio Programs tonight. And Emily, Student Support Services and Trio Programs is our game sponsor here in Alterowitz this evening. Now, Evan and I were talking a little bit about an overview of what Student Support Services and Trio Programs is, but we are not the experts. You are, and that's why you're here to tell us a little bit about the program, who qualifies, and how students benefit from SSS and Trio programs.
Yes, so SS Trio is a program here at MSUB designed to help students who are either enrolled in their 2-2 program or their 4-year bachelor degree, and it basically helps them to get their support that they need from the school. So basically in their academic success in order to get that rolling. So the program gets the students enrolled, and who applies is undergraduate students, people who, like myself, are a first-generation student applying, whose parents have not had that 4-year degree. And basically the program assists them with mentoring, counseling, gives them, tools such as like computer use, free printing, all these resources in order for us to really push ourselves and achieve our goals.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people that might be lost on people who have gone to college, or they have parents or family members who have gone to college. But being a first-generation college student means that you are the first person in your immediate family to go to college, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and that can be a lot of pressure, and there are a lot of unknowns. I know I had the privilege in my home of my dad going to college, and so, while it was different when he went, he still had some advice, some talking points for me, but that's a little different for you.
It is different.
The talking points and advice that you're getting are from Student Support Services and Trio programs and that peer mentoring piece, right?
Correct, it is, yes. And so not only is it your academic counselors and professors and stuff on campus, it's also the students who, Scott is also a mentor, so he knows firsthand experience what it's like going and being a student and then taking that and bringing that information to us, which is very helpful, especially for myself, not having that information.
Now, are you a junior or senior?
I am a sophomore.
You're a sophomore?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God, you're amazing. Okay. What's your major?
Business management.
Okay, and so you've been involved with SSS Trio programs now for 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were you involved at all in the Upward Bound program in high school that kind of is the precursor in high school to Trio programs in college?
No, actually, I did not even know Trio really existed up until, college hit.
Until you got here.
Right.
Yeah. And so talk about your own personal experience and your own story being a sophomore, first-generation college student, about what it means to be a part of this family on campus.
It's a home away from home, definitely. They support me not only in my academic successes, but also, care for me psychologically and emotionally. What am I going through? Any problems with professors, time management, really giving me tips and tools in order to take that outside of the classroom and, for future employment and current employment. So it's really a good program to be involved with, definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. And so I assume that you will stay involved with the program over the next 2 years that you're here?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, do you also play a role as a peer mentor yourself yet?
Not yet. They're transitioning me into that hopefully next year.
All right.
But
awesome.
Definitely helping with the office aid, information and paperwork and getting that.
Well, they definitely have a good student supporter with Emily Cruz, sophomore business major out of Montana State University Billings, and definitely an advocate of Student Support Services and Trio programs here on the Yellowjackets Sports Network. Thanks, Emily, for being here.
Very much.
We're going to take a quick break. Upon our return, we're going to hear from Scott Gorman, the January stellar student from Student Support Services and Trio programs, and talk about a very interesting program that could benefit everyone getting ready as tax season approaches. Stay tuned. We're back on the Yellowjackets Sports Network. Tonight's game in-house is sponsored by Student Support Services and Trio programs. We just heard from Emily Cruz, a wonderful student advocate and user of that program, and somebody who gave us kind of a general overview of Student Support Services and Trio programs. With us now is Scott Gorman, also a student who utilizes student support services. And congratulations, the January Stellar Student, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what does that mean, being the Stellar Student of the Month?
You know, I just found out, so I wasn't too sure.
Well,
but
I hope I didn't spill the beans.
No. I was able to pull a 4.0 GPA for the semester.
Wow.
3.97 overall in my 2 years here at MSU, and really couldn't do it without Trio. The services that they provide, me being a non-traditional student, being able to utilize the free tutoring and things like that just really helps us to kind of take it to that next level with our education and make sure that we're successful.
Now, are you a first-generation college student?
I am, yes.
Okay, so as a non-traditional student and a first-generation college student, if you could talk a little bit about how Student Support Services and TRIO program has been such a benefit for you and how it's made your experience here even better at MSU Billings.
Really, and I'm kind of just even to add to that, the trifecta, because I have a documented disability because I had spine surgery. So it was really, and I didn't know about it until I started at MSU. I was in my middle of my first semester when I started, and they had referred me over to it, and really just the things that they offer to make sure that you know, you're nervous starting classes and things like that, and so to be able to have the tutoring, the free printing, use of the computer labs and things like that to make sure, and really the mentors that they offer there to be able to just bounce ideas off of when we're not used to registering for classes and finding out the go-betweens between some of the professors to really give us good advice as far as how to tackle any issues that we may have, things that we obviously as students think might be a big issue. When you talk it out with someone who's your mentor and who's been through these classes, it really helps.
Absolutely, and you know, I'll get personal here for a second because you're a father.
Yes.
And so you also have the opportunity to gain this experience in college and then support your own children as they go off to college too, correct?
Yep. My daughter's 16, so she's a sophomore over at Skyview right now and wants to do vet medicine when she gets a little bit older. And so this has given me some definite wake up, because I always ride them about their grades and everything, and now having gone through it, it's a whole new perspective with how to get through it.
Absolutely. Now you're an accounting major, correct?
I am. Yep. Forensic accounting.
And that in itself is a lot. Let's talk real quickly though about a program that you are part of called the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, which offers free assistance to those people who are looking for support with their taxes. Correct?
Absolutely. Yep. Anybody who makes less than $54,000 a year for 2016, less than $54,000, we will prepare their taxes for free and e-file them. That's federal and all 50 states. So if they've moved anywhere within, worked different jobs in multiple states, we can file them all for free. The accounting club is sponsoring it actually here on campus this tax season every Saturday. From 11:30 to 5:30 in the Student Union building, we'll be prepping taxes for people.
That's so cool. And no checks, no nothing. It's absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Yeah, that's so great. And what an opportunity for you to incorporate some service learning from your major into community support and helping people file those taxes. We all know it can be a daunting thing. And so, again, if individuals want to get connected with VITA, how would they go about doing that?
The easiest way to do it is it's through HRDC, the Human Resource Development Council here in Billings.
Great.
Or they can shoot me an email directly at scottgorman75@gmail.com. I can set up an appointment for them. And like I say, it's a great thing because the accounting club wants to, we've really worked hard to grow that club to 50 members this semester. And everybody wants to help out. And like you said, taxes can be kind of a hard thing to tackle. But for us, we love puzzles, and you know, we're here to get money back for people.
More power to you, honestly. The numbers game. Scott Gorman, and you are in your junior or senior year?
Senior year now, yep. 2 years here, and I've been able to knock out 110 credits in 2 years.
Unbelievable. And in big part to Student Support Services and TRIO
Absolutely.
program.
Couldn't have done it without them.
Well, I look forward to seeing you across the stage in May for graduation, and I'll probably look forward to seeing you for some tax assistance here coming
anytime
up
you're ready
in the next couple of weeks. So Scott Gorman with Student Support Services, TRIO programs, and the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. If you'd like to learn more about that, you can email him at scottgorman75@gmail.com or get connected with the HRDC program here in Billings, Montana. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. Upon our return, second half action against Montana State University Billings and the Crusaders of Northwest Nazarene University. Stay tuned on the Yellowjackets Sports Network.